Now we are here to read out the closing of the poll. The presiding officer should ensure that the poll is duly closed. Presiding officer की ड्यूटी है सारी, मैंने बीच में अलग वीडियो बना दिया, इसको पूरा एक कॉमन वीडियो होना चाहिए था. चलिए कोई बात नहीं. Closing of the poll. Presiding officer should ensure that the poll is duly closed at the end of the polling hours as per the prescribed voting procedures. After the last vote has voted as per the above procedures, he must press the close button on the control units. After prescribed forms have been carefully and duly filled, he must switch off the control unit and disconnect the VPAT from the ballot unit and control unit and seal them in their respective carrying cases. A report to this effect is to be prepared as per part 3rd of the annexure. The presiding officer shall remove the power pack battery from the VPAT in the presence of polling agents after the close of poll. Only after the removal of power pack battery from VPAT, the carrying case of the VPAT shall be sealed in the presence of polling agents. The power pack so removed shall be submitted at the reception center as per the prescribed procedure. Refer to the last edition of EVM manual. इसको देख लें, सब इम्पोर्टेंट है. In the case of simultaneous elections, the paper should be prepared and sealed separately. At simultaneous elections, presiding officers should ensure that the carrying cases of all the units have identity stickers of the concerned elections prominently pasted on the outside. He or she should also ensure that the ballot units, control units, and VPATs are placed only in their respective carrying cases with the election and identity labeled firmly passed. Further, he should also fix the duly filled in address tags at the respective carrying cases. Address tag to the respective carrying cases. In case of simultaneous elections, the paper should be prepared and sealed separately. At simultaneous elections, presiding officer should ensure that the carrying cases of all the units have identity stickers of the concerned elections prominently pasted on the outside. He or she should also ensure that the ballot units, control units, and VPATs are placed only in their respective carrying cases with the election identity labeled firmly pasted. Further, he should also fix the duly filled in address tags of the respective carrying cases. Address tag fix करें. Address tag fix करें. Presiding officer shall hand over all the sealed units and election records to the returning officer. Returning officer at the reception center. Sector officer. Sector officer also act as an interface between the presiding officer and the returning officer. Presiding officer may get an extra election material, EVM, VPAT, power packs, etc. if needed from the sector officer. It is the duty of the PRO to submit vote casting reports after every 2 hours. PRO presiding officer ड्यूटी है कि हर 2 घंटे पर जो है रिपोर्ट दे टू SO. 2 घंटे पर सेक्टर ऑफिसर को रिपोर्ट देना है. एज वेल एज he shall supply the information about the number of voters from vulnerable habitat communities, vulnerable habitats communities who have been ticked in marked copy of electoral roll to SO. Part 4 and Part 5 of the presiding officer's report annexure 5 shall be collected by the sector officer. Sector officer shall submit the said reports to the returning officer. voters assistance booth. For each polling station premises building locations respective of the number of polling booths, a voter assistance booth shall be set up. Objectives is to facilitate the voter to locate his or her polling stations numbers and serial numbers of voters in the electoral roll. For this part for this part-wise electoral roll is generated in the alphabetical order. Further, alphabetical arrangements of the names within a part is not divided section-wise. The alphabetical list should preferably be printed in English. For double polling stations buildings, no separating or voter assistance booth is required. In such cases, the alphabetical roll locator will be provided to the presiding officer for easy identification. Of electors in the polling station. In addition to the marked copy, a team of officials will be appointed by RO for each voter assistance booth. Appointment is to be made for full day only. Necessary seating arrangement to be made for web personnel, voter assistance booth personnel. Signature indicating voter assistance booth is to put up in such a manner that the same is conspicuous to voters as they approach the premise of the building. Where voter assistance booth personnel will locate the booth number and serial number of every elector seeking such information. तो प्रिसाइडिंग ऑफिसर और किसकी ड्यूटी को भी हम लोगों ने पढ़ा और सेक्टर ऑफिसर के साथ क्या इनका रिलेशन होना चाहिए, तो ये बहुत काफ़ी महत्वपूर्ण है और इसमें रेफरेंस के लिए ज़रूरी है। इसको जितने भी पॉइंट मार्क किए हुए हैं ये बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट हैं और इसको 2 बार 3 बार रेफ़र कर लेंगे ज़रूर जब भी कोई डाउट हो तो। थैंक यू।